How is everybody doing today? I'm so excited to be bringing you a personal collection video. Yes, I'm going to be showing off a little bit of my personal collection in this video, but I'm not going to be showing every card because as you guys can see kind of behind me, there's a lot of cards to go into, but I'm going to be specializing in my Nomar Garciaparra cards here in today's video because he is the one, along with my dad, that got me into collecting cards in general way back when, 22 years ago now. Crazy to think that. So yeah, a little bit of backstory about Nomar, former shortstop for the Red Sox, face of the Red Sox for a long time until he got traded in 2004, which actually that trade helped the Red Sox win the World Series. I became a fan of Nomar around 2001, 2002, just, when I was like 4, 5, 6 years old. So that trade was definitely painful to kind of see happen, but looking back at it, it definitely was for the better for the team, as they would end up going on to win the World Series that year in 2004, the Red Sox. But Nomar is still my favorite player of all time, and he's the one that got it all started for me, so I wanted to showcase my collection of him. So without further ado, all right, so we're going to kick things off with this Nomar Garciaparra on-card auto 35th anniversary. Really cool card here. Definitely a nice one to have in my collection. Don't expect $1,000, $100 worth of cards, guys, because that's not what my personal collection's about. It's all about the sentimental and emotional value. And to kind of get into it a little bit with Nomar, he is the guy that started all for me in terms of collecting, again, along with my dad. Fred Lynn was my dad's favorite baseball player, so when it was my turn to kind of come up with my own favorite player, Nomar was the face of the Red Sox at the time, 2001, 2002. So he was the one that I kind of latched on to, and he's been my favorite player ever since. And I like this card right here, this 2003 Bowman, because you got the pants up, the red jerseys, the simplistic red and black look, super clean card, 2004 Bowman, excuse me. And it was his last full year with the Red Sox. So very nice card here. Very, very cool card. Love that. Here's another simple one, 2003 Topps baseball, simplistic design. I mean, it's just a classic look, guys. Just super clean, super cool. But yeah, going back to Nomar. So face of the Red Sox at the time, liked him. He was my guy. And then the Red Sox actually traded him in 2004. For those that may not know or maybe forget, that trade of Nomar going to the Cubs, where we were able to get some pieces back to help us win the World Series later that year. So as painful as it was to see Nomar get traded that year, it was for the better of the team. Nice little stain right there on the patch to showcase the game-worn aspect of it. And then, yeah, so I still like Nomar through and through, but obviously as he went to the Cubs and the Dodgers and then finished his career with the A's, obviously Manny was a big factor, Ortiz, and then you get Pedroia and Ellsbury, who got called up later on in the decade. So my favorite player for the Red Sox obviously evolved into other players, but all time it is absolutely without a doubt Nomar Garciaparra. Now I alluded to look at this die cut first. High interest, sweet looking die cut. Absolutely bizarre. Got the stats on the front there. The nice beautiful die cut. Just really cool card. 2001 Flair, guys. The kind of cool designs they were doing back then. People going crazy over this stuff. So yeah, I alluded, look at this top finest Nomar right here. Card number 1. Look at that. 2000 Topps finest. I alluded to my dad liking Fred Lynn, and that was my dad's favorite player when he was growing up, because Fred Lynn was playing for the Red Sox in the mid to late 70s. Then he signed with the Angels, I believe, in 80. And then my dad started his boycott of the Red Sox. But even wherever Fred Lynn went, that was, my dad's guy. He followed him around just like I did with Nomar when Nomar got traded to the Cubs and then, Dodgers and Athletics after that. But yeah, no, my dad definitely got me into collecting cards, and Nomar was just the guy who I started to like, and that's why I started to collect Nomar. Not the best condition card here from Sterling insert from Topps Finest, but a really cool card. Just simple. Is this from Minnesota? It looks like that might be a White Sox jersey. I don't know. It's hard to tell who they're playing here. The dugouts look like it's from the old Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome in Minneapolis, but the jersey kind of looks like a White Sox kind of from 1999. When did U.S. Cellular field? I think that was in the mid-90s. Here's a perennial All-Stars insert from Topps. Cool looking card here, very flashy, very shiny. Oh, and I just flipped the card over. Let's check out the back here. The back just looks super colorful too. So the lack of color on the front is definitely made up for it on the back. Pure Grit Nomaahhh from Upper Deck. Cool looking card. This is when everyone had the licenses to make cards and it wasn't exclusive. Trying to read the insert here. Focal points. This is 99. 2000 Fleer. This is 3 of 15 in the set. Not serial numbered, but 3 of 15 in the focal points set. Cool card. I mean, I'm going to say they're all cool cards. I'm not going to say that, oh, this card stinks. Oh, this isn't a cool card. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in my collection. Upper Deck MVP Super Tools Nomaahhh was a 5-tool player for a very long time. 5-tool shortstop. I love the navy blue kind of warm-up spring training jerseys that they had. Dynamic defender, base running savvy, back-to-back. 2000 Garciaparra won his second straight American League batting title at 372. Time for the best mark in the majors. 372. Man, players don't even sniff like 300 anymore, barely. Skylines, nice little city skyline of Boston right there. Trying to show that off. Nice. The technique. Consistent contact, first in AL batting, clutch hitter, 406. He hit 406 in the 99 playoffs, and great range, defensive plus. So yeah, I mean the inserts back in the day, they were just different, I guess. I mean they're like colored inserts or these special case hit inserts. It's like we're getting words, we're getting stats, we're getting some really cool 8 of 15 in this set as well. Second season stand out. Excuse me. Upper Deck. Again, just the design. It looks like a newspaper. It kind of looks like a computer. It's different. The design to have 2 pictures of Nomaahhh plus the Red Sox logo, plus to have this holographic here and then up there. It's just completely different than what we're getting now. Well, here's a cool moonshots. I have a moonshots of I think it's like Jason Giambi or something, but it's a base patch. It's in my collection somewhere. I think it's like over there. And the cool thing about that is a game-used base patch. So, I mean, definitely don't want to have a Yankees card in my collection, but I'll definitely take a cool piece of baseball in my collection. That's kind of how I try to justify it. Cover Glory, Super Rookie Hits, Boston. What year is this from? It's from 1998. Cool card. Look at that. Number one. Number 1 in the set again. I do have a hot opinion about Nomaahhh, though, and some people might agree with me, some people might disagree with me, so I'm definitely curious what you guys have to say in the comments section below. Bats of Brilliance from Stadium Club. Love Stadium Club even today. Back then, it's pure photography of the card. Just look at those stats, guys. Insane stats. 99, hit 357. Absolutely ridiculous. My hot take about Nomaahhh, though, is from, 97 to 2003, Nomaahhh had far better stats in some areas than Derek Jeter. Obviously, Derek Jeter went on to have the better career, winning 5 World Series titles, 3,000 hits, obviously a Hall of Famer. Here's an Onyx Extreme from Stadium Club again. Just different design. They don't make cards like this anymore. They just don't. But my thing is, if it wasn't for injuries, now listen, the best ability is availability, don't get me wrong, but if it wasn't for injuries and Nomaahhh was to go on to have a lengthy career like Jeter did, I think pound for pound, Nomar Garciaparra would not only be a Hall of Famer, but he would have a better resume at the end of his career. Now, 5 World Series titles, I don't think Nomaahhh would have been able to win, because just those late 90s teams that Jeter was on with the Yankees were just unbelievable. But I do think when you're just looking at pure statistics alone, batting averages, hits, RBIs, average, slugging, all that, I do think his career would have been better than Jeter's. But again, Jeter stayed healthy for the most part of his career, and Nomaahhh didn't. So the best ability is, of course, availability. Here's a 2020 Topps Allen Ginter, just super cool card. Just, I don't know, I just kind of liked it. So that's the only reason I need to put it in my collection, just because I liked it. I love when I was in the middle of recording, I went to go just randomly check the time just to make sure that, I opened the shop at the right time, and it was 10:59 when I checked. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go open. So that's why I had to cut the clip there for a second. But let's speed through some of these other cards here, these cheaper cards. 40-man. We have a league leaders, 372 batting average at Nomaahhh. Again, just you don't see that kind of average anymore. Oh, and then who's on the back? I totally forgot about this. Todd Helton's on the back. That's right. I was not going to put this card in my collection just because it was a front and back card of Nomaahhh and Todd Helton. The front side with Todd Helton definitely looks a lot better because it's holographic. But, I mean, 372 league leaders. I guess they both hit 372 that year. I definitely like Todd Helton. So I don't have a complaint there. Beanstown's best. Red Sox 100th. Kind of looks like a playing card almost. Almost looks like a playing card, which is kind of neat. Here's the SP Authentic Nomaahhh, that blue spring training warm-up jersey I was talking about. Sweet stitches. Again, I mean, why can't we get inserts like this today? I mean, you could do this with a basketball, a football, obviously a baseball. I mean, just not that hard. It's literally a filler card. They literally put this on a filler card and just gave it a little bit of silver and put a picture of a player. It shouldn't be that complicated. So I don't know if it's like a color thing or not. I mean, definitely it has to be a color thing. Or maybe, no, it's just a lighting thing. I was going to say, these two cards look like they're completely different borders, but I just think it's the lighting that was kind of throwing me off. All right, we got a few more of these cheaper insert cards. Got a nice Fleer Ultra. Here's a cool one right here. This is a box score of Nomar Garciaparra, even though the Sox got destroyed 8-0 to the Athletics. Classic clippings. Pretty cool. Was this his debut? No, he didn't debut then. Nomar was invited to the big league spring training camp in '96 and hit 393 in preseason before suffering an ankle sprain and only delayed the inevitable as he made his major league debut. At Oakland as defensive replacement on August 31st and hit his first home run the next night. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, he filled in for Fry at second base. He had one at-bat and didn't do anything with the at-bat that day. So that was his major league debut. So pretty cool right there. Pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's a nice looking card. Oh, here's the back of this Nomaahhh card that I showed earlier. It has Nomar on one side and then Manny on the other side. Pretty cool card right there. How about check out this one? This is like, it's like bazooka gum card. Look how flimsy it is. Like what you'd get out of like bazooka gum. Nomar Garciaparra, 97 AL Rookie of the Year. This is a cool one right here. I like this one a lot. That's Nomar to you. No more, Nomar. That's Nomar to you. Aha. Aha. Fact. See, I love the facts in the cards. You don't get facts on cards anymore. In 5 full seasons as a Red Sox shortstop, Nomar averaged 197.6 hits per year. The black is completely empty. So, a couple beat up cards left. Bowman, Nomar with the flag in the background. This is from a game. I forget what the game's called. But it's kind of like, I believe, no, wait, no, it's supposed to look like a game. No, it's just Victory, just Upper Deck Victory. It's supposed to look like a game. Kind of like NFL 5 in a way. Does Panini have a card? I mean, I guess Monopoly Prism now, but where it has like the stats and such on the back, like it kind of looks like that, but not exactly. Laying it on the line insert. I mean, like here's the holographic. Here's kind of what the effect would look like. Some kind of stat, but it's just his number. Laying it on the line. Cool right there. And then I like this one a lot. This is a 97 rookie Nomar, kind of old school Red Sox jersey that he's wearing. The white hat, white, shirt and pants, which they still wear today. But the white hat and the design of it, I think the socks were even like all white maybe with like a very little bit of red in them. So just kind of an old school throwback day there in Boston. So with him wearing that old school jersey, I thought it was kind of cool. All right, so now we got our 3, I don't want to say 3 best cards, but one of them is definitely by far our best card. And I mentioned that this is my favorite card on my PC. But here is a, oh God, I forget the year, 2000 Fleer Ultra Acetate Swing Kings Nomar Garciaparra card. So completely acetate, obviously with the exception of his body right there. Super cool card. I don't believe the condition of it is fantastic, but listen, it does not matter. That is absolutely okay. Acetate cards are tough to grade. The sensitive material, I say this all the time, it's very sensitive material wise, and it's absolutely gorgeous looking card. This is arguably the card I've had in my collection the longest of Nomaahhh since I opened the shop. I want to say yeah, and I might have other stuff laying around that I just kind of didn't take out or that I forgot about. Like for instance, it's not card related, but I have a signed baseball and bat of Nomaahhh. That's at my house, so I'm not going to show it in this video. But I'm just trying to, I don't think, oh actually I do have one more card. So this isn't a Nomaahhh card, but Nomaahhh is on the card. This is a 8-patch, game-used patch of Pedro, Clemens, Carlton Fisk, Veritek, David Ortiz, Jim Rice, Nomar, and Manny Ramirez. I definitely showcased this card before in post and in another video, in the last personal collection video we did way back when we were still at the old Johnson shop, actually. And I love this card because you got Red Sox legends, Hall of Famers on it, superstars. But the really awesome thing is this card is number 12 of 12. My birthday is December 12th, so just fantastic. It's from 2020 Leaf. But it's all game used memorabilia from those 8 guys. So this is definitely the coolest card to me in my collection because I love all 8 of the guys that are on here. 12 of 12. It's all game used, and it's a card I'm just never ever gonna see again. So I can never ever get rid of it. All right, we got a 2020 Topps Steve Aoki Rainbow Foil Board in a 10 of Nomaahhh. Very good looking card here. Of Nomaahhh, super simple, nothing crazy. Just nice. This is like the first graded Nomaahhh I think I got back in my collection after a long period of time. And then here we go. The card we've all been waiting for. I've showed this card before. I love this card so much. The 2022 Donruss Optic Nomar Garciaparra Retro 81 Signature Series Purple Mojo Refractor PSA 10 with a 10 on the auto on card. But check this out. It is numbered 5 of 5. Double jersey match, front jersey match, bookend match, PSA 10 match. I mean, just this card, I'm trying to open it, is so cool. Let me just like put it there. I know it's an absolute disaster in the background, but I just kind of want to show it off a little bit better. Super awesome. Absolutely love the look of this card. So cool. By far my favorite card in my collection. I've told the story before. I'll tell it again. I was at the Mohegan show, the EC3 Con show, and a guy had a bunch of cards, and there was really nothing there that I liked. And there was a bunch of cards and some bumpers, and I was like, they're probably going to be expensive ones. And I looked at like a couple of them. I'm like, yeah, they're not really for me. But I didn't look at them all. Guy comes back an hour later. He's looking at Mike's from JM Sports. He's looking at his table. Mike's looking through his cards. I was like, hey, can I just go through the rest of those just in case I miss something? So I go through them, and what do I find? This Nomar Garciaparra card. And it wasn't in a bumper. I put one of my friend Narca 3D's bumpers on this, and this is absolutely beautiful. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, dude, how much is this? What are you looking for? I'm the biggest Nomar fan in the room. And he kind of tells me how he needs he couldn't take like less than 50 or 60 on it. And I was like, I'll give you the 50 for it. He's like, oh, can I get 60 on it? I'm like, oh no. He's like, can I get like 65? And I get up, I show him my leg with a tattoo because I named my dog after Nomar. I got the paw print, I got the numbered, I got the dates and all that. And I was like, listen, you're not going to find a bigger Nomar fan in here. I'll give you 60 for it, please. So he sold it to me for 60 bucks. And this is an absolute gem of a card, pun intended, but it is my favorite card in my collection. The story is so funny, being at the show with my brother, with Mike, with other collectors, and it's just one that is always going to be engraved in my memory because it was a fun story. And that's why I love cards and collecting, because you get to share and remember stories like that and have fond memories of your favorite players. Cool looking designs of cards, 10-10s, double jersey number match. I mean, what more can you ask for for a card in your collection. So that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I really do appreciate you sticking along for this whole video. If you made it to this point, please smash the thumbs up button. Comment down below. Let me know that you got to this point in the video, and I'll give you a special shout out down in the comments. But thank you so much for joining me as I showcase my Nomar Garciaparra personal collection. The idea for this video was from a guy who watches a lot of the videos, saw all the shops on social media, Roger. So thank you for the idea to make this PC video of my favorite player. Big shout out to you there. But like I said, that will wrap it up for this video, guys. Please make sure you press all the buttons, like, comment, subscribe, check out the channel membership program. If this is videos that you want to see more of, I got other guys that I could showcase my PC of. Let me know down in the comment section. If you want to see more of these personal collection videos, I will absolutely bring them to you. But you guys got to let me know. Otherwise, I don't know how to make them. So without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, please check out that video right there. And hopefully I will see you in that video. Peace.